Hello lovely humans, I'm in the Free Sweet kitchen today and we are having a party. My name is Gabriella, otherwise known as the Baking Princess, and we're going to be whipping up some zingy, zesty lemon meringue cupcakes for our party. You may want to know what we're celebrating. Well, we're celebrating life, love, and the joy of being able to indulge in some delicious decadence without the guilt, thanks to Free Sweet. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crack 2 eggs into my mixer, and we need 2 yolks. Don't discard the egg whites. There we go. Separate the yolks from the whites. Perfect. I'm going to pop that there, and I'm going to add my 180 grams of Free Sweet. And we're going to give that a whirl. We want a nice fluffy zabaglione type consistency. Fabulous. Now we're going to add our 50 mils of water, our 50 mils of lemon juice, our 60 mils of oil, a little bit of lemon zest, and of course our 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. We're going to give that a bit of a whirl. And now we're going to add our dry ingredients. Okay, here we go. That's our 140 grams of flour, baking powder, our 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to whisk that in, get rid of any lumps and bumps. I like to fold with a metal spoon. There we go. Now for our egg whites, which we had in our metal bowl. What we want is a nice fluffy texture. We don't want it to whip up to form solid peaks. And that is good. Right, I'm going to grab my handy little spatula. I call him Mr. Spanky. I've never spanked a child with it, but it's always a good weapon to threaten children. And once again, fold it into our mixture till it's nice and smooth. So just a handy hint, guys, I like to use an ice cream scoop because I'm a little bit OCD and I like my cupcakes to be the same size. So here we go. There we go. So these are ready to pop into the oven, 180 degrees Celsius, or if it's fan-assisted oven, 170 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. Hello lovely, so we're back and we're going to be starting on the second recipe, which is lemon curd. What I love about this recipe, it's not purely for the lemon meringue cupcakes. You can use it on scones, on any lemon tart that you want to use, and it's delicious on hot buttered toast. And it takes 5 ingredients. So in go the yolks, in goes our Free Sweet, our lemon zest, and of course our lemon juice. And all we're going to do is whisk constantly for about 10 minutes because we don't want our yolks to curdle. You want it to thicken so that it starts resembling a hollandaise sauce. Okay, and we're going to just pop it off our heat now, and we're going to add the last ingredient, which is at our 86 grams of butter, which is at room temperature. And that just, of course, you whisk it in so that it melts in to the mixture, and it's as easy as that. Pop it into this bowl, and we're going to set this aside to cool because we're going to be using it as a filling in our cupcakes. Oh, look how gorgeous that looks. Right, so our cupcakes have just come out of the oven. They look gorgeous. And I'm going to simply pop them onto a rack to cool. So I've taken a melon baller. I find that that's the easiest if you want to fill a cupcake. And I'm just going to dig out a little hole and pop the tops onto a plate. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill the well with some delicious lemon curd. We're going to pop the tops back on And of course, that creates the perfect base for step number 3, which is our marshmallow frosting. So in our metal bowl, our makeshift double boiler, we're going to put 4 large egg whites, our cup of free sweet, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, a pinch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and cream of tartar. And we're going to whisk that all up. And we're going to have it on the double boiler for about 7 to 10 minutes. Okay, so this is dissolved beautifully and it's nice and light and fluffy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull it off the heat and I'm going to transfer it to our stand mixer so that we can whip it up to form stiff, gorgeous peaks. And it looks gorgeous. I'm going to get this delicious marshmallow frosting into a very large piping bag. There we go. We are good to go. Too much of pretty. And now for the last touch. So I made some candied lime slices, which are very simple to do. All you need to do is put 3/4 of a cup of water into a saucepan, put some free sweet, about a cup of free sweet in, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Slice up your lemon or your lime and lay the slices into the saucepan, let them simmer, and just turn every once in a while for about 10 to 15 minutes and put them aside to dry. So here I've got some candied lime slices. You can put a little flour. Last but not least, I'm a little bit of a magpie, so I do love a shiny thing, some edible glitter. There we go. Gorgeous, ready for the party. So for a decadent, delicious treat for yourself or the kids, for a party or for a high tea, no guilt, let them eat cake.